Hey, it's Deanna and Justin.
From home. Well, I'm home.
In a new form. I look so like every time I move, part of my face goes away.
I think I know. Well, it's because the microphone it doesn't pick you. It recognizes the microphone as not you. It only recognizes you.
I know. This is so strange.
And
So
you will
we're doing
disappear.
our podcast on StreamYard for the first time ever. And so we can see each other and we can do the podcast from different places.
And mostly because every road out of here is shut down, which is like...
That's wild. First of all, what a terrible thing. But yeah, so there was a horrible accident and you couldn't get out of your house at all.
Dude, the truck went across the median there it happened on 422. The median there is like 50 yards wide, and it goes down and then up. So it's like not a ravine, but the truck like went across it, and like it's like Final Destination. All my friends are like, this is... So yeah, it's just, I think one side's open now, but it was just shut down, like crippled. And you couldn't go around it. You could go through like the park, Valley Forge Park, but then that gets backed up.
I hope you didn't have anywhere to go tonight.
It should be open. No, I don't do anything. I just sit here. The dog's underneath me. I don't do much on the weekends. Work.
Well,
I can leave soon.
It should be clear by tomorrow.
I hope. I mean,
yeah.
When you put it in the map, it just blacks it out, which I never saw before. And it's like, do not go here.
Oh my gosh.
Because I have to plug in Waze everywhere I go now because there's so much traffic. I mean, I went to Camden last night, and it was going to take us like 2 hours. I almost just turned around, but we went anyway. So
yeah. So
traffic.
If you're watching the podcast for the first time ever, there's like a background behind me, and it's supposed to be our...
Wait, when you go near the mic, it picks you up.
Yeah.
See, there you
go. It's supposed to be our logo. But our logo's changed a little bit. It says Deanna and Justin in the moment instead of Deanna and Justin in the morning.
Which is a stroke of genius by me.
It was, to be honest, like the minute you just came out with it, you said, how about Deanna and Justin in the moment? And I was like, I love that. So that works.
It has the M. I like consistency.
So the reason why we changed it is because I, which may not be a surprise to a lot of people, but I got an offer for a job. So I'm going to be going to a different station, and I didn't want to like compete with their morning show. I'm not going to be on it, but I didn't want to compete with them, or make it look like I was trying to. So we had to take the morning out of our name.
They might get mad, although they're kind people.
They are.
I know one of them, but yeah.
So we're going to be...
Too many people are commenting on my Facebook. It keeps beeping. What is happening? I can't turn it off.
So we're going to be doing our podcast like this for the time being. Until...
Your background is a thing. This is our office. If there's
you have like an office at home.
We put a fish tank in, but then the fish died, so now it's just glass. They died 12 years ago. Don't be too upset.
Oh, okay. I thought they died recently. The way you said it.
It's just like there's like other stuff. There's a typewriter that was in my grandma's. There's my sister's crappy artwork. What else? There's a clown smoking a cigar because that's the funniest form of clown. And like encyclopedias we just found on the side of the road. But there was fish, and they died forever ago. It was cool for about a year, and then they died. So yeah.
Oh, poor fishies.
When they were like $2, $2 life. Okay.
All right.
But you're gone.
Yeah. Well, I will be. Like I'm still in the area right now, but eventually, I'll be a little further away. But we'll talk about that later. Okay. Yeah, we can't divulge all the information. We have a lot of balls up in the air right now, so we're not going to.
There's so many balls, just left and right balls.
So we'll go details later, but for now, we're going to continue our podcast. Yay! I want to know if you've heard of this thing that I.
Hawk 2? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, everyone knows that.
The best. On the Wildwood Boardwalk, every shop has the Hawk 2 shirt.
Incredible.
It surprises me how it shouldn't surprise me. It's such a quick turnover crappy shirt business on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
That like they were there, and then we went to Barefoot, the festival, and people had them on, and they were like celebrities. People were taking pictures with the Hawk 2 shirts.
But
They were
she
like campaign shirts.
She like
She got fired.
trademarked that.
She got fired because she was a preschool teacher, and then all the kids started doing the Hawk 2. And then, but she hired a talent agency. She did it the right way. She didn't go on social media right away because the clock starts ticking, right? When you get viral. So she like hung low, and now I guess she's got a talent agency. My favorite part of the video, I've been saying it, is when she's like, "I love you, Pookie." So now I'm just saying it to everybody. She's like, "I love you, Pookie. You shook the cobwebs off that thing."
Do you hear that notification ding?
I don't know what it's here. I don't know what it is.
I was trying to turn it off.
I think it's the printer. I think it's the printer. I'm hearing some, and you're probably hearing something different.
I heard some. I had to turn it off.
We're working through it, but the printer keeps going off. Anyway.
Wait,
okay.
So she's got like a talent agency now, right? And
she's smart.
She trademarked the phrase.
Which I do too.
She's just gonna be rich in a matter of moments.
Reality show, like Love Island.
Incredible. Things. All because she said something like so fleeting.
Yeah. All right. So what were you going to say?
Street interview. Oh, so I was going to ask you if you've heard of Swimply.
Swimp?
Swimply, like simply, but Swimply.
Is this the pool rental?
You can rent people's pools.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that was a thing. People who have pools will rent their pools out to other people
for like an hour or two, and it's like $250 an hour.
That's nuts. I mean, what a great idea. Genius, right? If you have a pool and you're at work all day.
You know there's someone out there who's renting pools and just going and peeing in them.
Oh, God.
Or pooping in them.
That's awful.
Guys, we've discussed this. Everybody pees in the pool.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's some kind of insurance, like just like you would have with an Airbnb. But like you can't leave the pool like in disgrace, just like you wouldn't do that with a rental, like a house.
If you do, I just typed in Swimply pee and pool. Okay, when you type in Google, you get like the AI answer now, which is better than the Google results. And it says many Swimply pools have rules that prohibit guests from urinating in the pool. I don't think it needs to be a rule. I think it's just everything, right?
Yeah, it's just like common
decency,
maybe.
Just don't pee. Please. All right. Here, you want to read the rules? Adults must be 25 or older to rent or accompanied by a parent. Please shower beforehand and no peeing in the pools. Babies and toddlers must be potty trained. Must use swim diaper. 3-to-1 ratio of children to adults is recommended to ensure safety. Yes, you're not allowed to pee. There's a whole Reddit post about peeing in the pool.
Well, think about that. I mean, usually if you're out by the pool, you're probably like having some kind of beverage. At some point, you're going to have to pee. What do you do?
Oh, yeah, because you can't go in their house.
Yeah, like what do you do then? Where do you pee? What do you?
Like if you have
you just pop a squat by their hydrangea bush, like.
Well, some places don't have bushes. That's what I'm trying to think. I mean, like you go behind the shed. Like I've peed in the driveway when I knew I wasn't going to make it in the house. Like when I was driving home. Like maybe people probably use it as pool shower. Like my dad would cut the lawn, and then he would notice that the neighbors weren't home, so he would just jump in their pool. And by the time they got home, like the grass was gone that was on them.
I saw a guy in like a public parking lot right on a main road in Doylestown, standing like in the door of his truck, facing his seat, his driver's seat. Yeah. And then I was like, that guy's peeing. And then I saw him put a filled water bottle down in the cup holder of the door. I was like, ew. Yeah. Like he was on a main road in Doylestown where there's all these businesses. Bomb. He could have easily walked into Wawa. There's a Wawa right there with public restrooms.
Well, you do because the trucker bomb. You pee in the bottle and you throw it out the window and it hits a car. Looks like the trucker bomb.
That's awesome.
I've seen like 12 people pee on the side of the Schuylkill, like within the last year. Just no shame.
That's gross.
That's the best thing was getting keys to the Bala Cynwyd office because like if I'm on the Schuylkill, I know I can go pee there and then get back on the road. Like that's why. But here's the thing. I knew the code when I didn't work there. Like I knew the bathroom code from picking up stuff when I worked at another station. So I still stopped and peed there, but now I'm officially allowed to pee there.
Now it's official. You're allowed to use this bathroom.
I mean, the code is, I'm not gonna say it, but it's easy. But what I'm saying is I just go down to
It is a really easy one.
go pee. But I didn't know there was a bathroom on the first floor until 2 weeks ago. So I would go up to the radio stations that I didn't work at to pee. And now I work there.
I've learned so many things recently. I feel like this age, your 40s, it's when you start to learn things that you probably should have known for a really
Yeah.
long time. But I just explained it to my husband Jacob the other day, and he was learning it for the first time too. Although he tried to make it sound like he already knew, and I know he didn't. When a meteorologist says that there's going to be like a 72% chance of rain,
Yes.
it's not 72% probability that there
Yes.
will be rain somewhere. It's 72% of the area that you're located in will get rain, and the other 18% will not.
It's like
So
if they
28%.
do when they like I think it's probably the scan of the like weather radar.
Yeah.
But if they say it's like 72% like Doylestown, it's 72% of Doylestown.
Of Doylestown. Yeah, I did
Yes.
not know that until someone actually posted it online, and then I read it and saw it and went, whoa.
Once I learned it though, it like made me feel better. Like there's 30% chance of rain for the concert. I'm like, well, that is like puts me at ease. There's not a 30% chance it's gonna rain. It might rain next door, not on the
Right.
show, right? Yeah.
Right.
It makes you feel better about your
Yeah.
vacations and your
I was like, this is
concerts.
wild. All those times that I've been looking at the weather going, what are they talking about? 99% chance of rain. It didn't rain. I was in
You
the
were in the
1%
1%.
area.
Yeah, you're elite. That's what it is.
I
It
was in
rained
the
all
elite
around you.
non-rained on area.
The other day, so I filled in on the morning show for XTU.
Yeah.
The show was like already prepped when I got there, so like I just had to react to things. But I was like, I got up, I got on the road at like 4:30, got out of my neighborhood, got to the corner of like a major intersection. There's an intersection right down the street. If you go right, it takes you to like this Baptist church. If you go left, it takes you to a tree farm. But if you go straight, it takes you to this Wegmans shopping center, but it's massive. It's like one of those walkable ones, right?
Yeah.
So it's huge. So like I see a guy walking with a headlamp on. So, but people do that when they're like running early in the morning, whatever. So I see the headlamp and I'm like pulling up to the intersection and I see he has hiking boots and hiking pants on. So I'm like, okay, so maybe he's walking to work or just like walks early in the morning. Like he's a hiker, but like this is his suburban hiking. I don't know. So I get up to the intersection and we lock eyes. And then I look down and he has a remote control Hummer.
What?
Like a remote control, like a car, like a remote control
He has
car.
a remote controlled one?
Hummer. It's like, it's big. And I have yet to stop thinking about it. And it was 4 days ago.
Like a kid's toy Hummer?
Yes, but I looked it up and it's $700. So it's like
What
he's
the
very
heck?
into it. But it was the morning at 4:30. So I was trying to figure out. My immediate thought was he's driving it across America. Because why would you be out that morning? Because I'm like, I looked it up. The middle kind of open so he could put supplies in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is he like, why? I said this to somebody and they said, well, no one's on the road. He can drive his remote control car then. I go, that logically, yes. But like,
why?
as a normal person, what the hell's going on? Like he's done it before. He had the outfit. Like he does this often. So, and
like
I didn't
it's a
see
hobby.
Yeah. So I never saw him when we were going to Delaware because I would leave earlier.
Right.
But like going to City Ave is shorter. So now I'm like I have to fill in next week. So I'm making sure that I go to the intersection at the same time to see if he's there. I've Googled remote control Hummer across America and came up with nothing. Like I tried it on like Instagram. I'm like, Hummer across America, Jeep across the States, like trying to find, like, I don't know if it's on TikTok. I've searched so much social media over the last 4 days to try and figure out what the hell this guy was doing. I have no idea what he was doing.
He's like a Hummer hobbyist.
Yeah. Well, like at first I thought it was a Jeep and then it didn't fit the Jeeps that I found online for sale at the hobby shops. So then I found it was I think it's a gray Hummer. It's like it's $700. Like it's a legit. People
Oh
are very
my
into
God.
RC cars. I get it, right? Like
Yeah.
they race them, real gas.
Yeah.
But he was just doing it across the intersection. He looked at me, and I think he was like, "This is normal." And I went, "Nope, just not. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm the
Right.
only car. Well, I'm a car, and then there's a smaller car because he's driving with the big ass antenna. I don't know. Like, it's not like I don't know. I can't stop thinking about it because it's fascinating.
You're gonna like look for him now.
I'm going to. I thought about getting up early, like the next day to go see if he's there. But then I'm like, okay, so I'm early next week. I can go see if he's there again. And I was going to tail him, but I went right because it was easier to get there. But I could have stayed straight. And if he's there, I'm 1,000% rolling down the window. And be like, hey, what the hell? That's
hey,
it.
guy.
No. Hey, are you driving it across America? Because like maybe it's like for charity or like I don't know. He could be a baker at Wegmans. That would be the only reason you're like walking over there that early is because they bake stuff early. Everybody bakes overnight.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he's just like the Wegmans Hummer guy. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It has blown my mind. I haven't stopped thinking about it. Much like the Hawk 2 girl, I have not stopped thinking about the morning Hummer.
That was the first trending item that my husband saw before I did.
Wow.
He's like, have you seen this girl? And he's like showing me video. And I'm like, what is this? And then I started seeing it everywhere. He saw it first. That's never happened.
I have one saved on my phone. Hold up. I want to play it. I think I can play it through I don't save a lot of TikToks, like download the video to my phone.
Yeah.
But like this one made me audibly laugh out loud that I had to save it. All right, I'm trying to find it. Hold up. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Where's it at? I have so much crap on my phone. Oh, here it is. Wait, hold up. Do you hear it? Wait, let me play again. There's a better one too. The other one was the same song, but it was like, and I'm like, that's so good.
God.
So some people get very creative. That's why I'm in. Then like car dealerships started using it too. Like meat places were like, and they're like, look at our ribs. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. I love the trend now of people doing videos for their business, but they like stitch another video. There's like a
kicked by a horse.
Yeah.
And then the guy, it's a woman getting kicked in the face by a horse, and then she flies 5 feet, and then when she hits something, it's the guy at like Bob's Chevrolet, and he's like, we got 0% financing for 8 months.
Yes.
Like, that woman just died, but let me hear about your financing because
I love save money.
Like she's dead, but I can still save money, you know? And a lot of them, I'm like, that person is not okay. They're dead.
I just saw a video for like this like swim school in Doylestown. I believe it's the swim school, this like goldfish place. And I just saw this video that they posted. It's like a donkey like rolling over a fence. He like goes to jump over it, but he gets stuck and he rolls over it. So as the donkey's rolling, she does a somersault. She continues the video and it's her doing a somersault going, welcome to her pool.
Goldfish swim school. Is that it?
It's on their Instagram page. It's so
I'm
funny.
looking it up. I need to see this.
I'm pretty positive it was their video.
Yeah, well, that person, the donkey is probably okay. Most of them, though, I'm like, that person just got hit by a car. Then they're like, God. Come on down. We've got biscuits. And it's like, all right, well, it got me to watch it.
Wait,
it's a good strategy.
Now I want to see if I can find the video and like stream it into this video.
I think you can hit present, but we're trying to figure this out. Or there's like a woman there's a woman who like claps water between her thighs and it hits the camera.
Yes.
And then the water hits the guy and he's like in a Ford F-150. He's like, the seats are waterproof.
Wait,
come
ready?
on down. To Craig Chevrolet.
Share screen?
Probably.
Is that how this works?
Everyone can see and hear you. That's what it says.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready?
here we go.
Oh no, I have to log in to.
Is it on TikTok?
No, I don't think so.
Wait,
Oh
there
no,
it
I
is.
don't have to log in. Wait, there it is.
That's so good. Oh, that's so good. Wait, play it again. Play it again. Play it again. All right, the donkey's slipping over. Yeah. That's so good. That one's that like the donkey's fine, right? The donkey's all right, but most of them I'm like, that person's dead. But this is funny.
I think the donkey's okay.
He probably just got up. He's like, huh, and that was it.
Oh my gosh, so
Flippy
good.
donkey.
The screen just like did something on its own, and this looks way better than it did before.
Oh no. Okay, there we go. Now it worked. I know it's a little less zoomed in.
Yeah, it looks better.
Dude, my choice of footwear is so bad, but like I like to match it. So we went to barefoot on the beach at Wildwood.
Yeah.
Like walking on the sand is hard, no matter what you do. So I wore slip-on Vans. On Sunday, I did 14,000 steps on the beach.
Oh gosh.
And then I was like, I'm gonna try and walk home back to our house, which it was on 38th, and we're on like it would have been like 30 some blocks.
Yeah.
I walked 5. I looked at Uber, and it was the best money I spent all weekend. Like I got in the back of the Uber, and I almost laid down. I was so sore. But like I don't think there's like a proper beach footwear if you're going to be walking that much, unless
no.
But I didn't want to ruin shoes. Like I wore my thrashed Vans because that's like they're like the festival shoes.
Yeah.
Like if I would have wore Hoka's, I feel like I would have ruined them because they're permeable and they would have got sand all in them.
Yeah, and I don't feel like it would have worked the same way because sand isn't as solid as asphalt.
I would like try and go places that looked wet because the sand would have been harder. I also saw like a lot of people who drank too much just sleeping in the sand at a festival, and I went, this is something. I mean, it really brings the best out of people. When
we were at See Here Now in Asbury Park, there was like one of those wooden fences, along the like border that separated part of the sand to like a walkway they had laid down.
They need walkways.
People were like digging into the sand and creating little hills so that they could sit in the divot and lean back and recline. Yeah, it was like sand recliner.
A sandy boy instead of a lazy boy.
Yeah, that's genius.
I probably saw like 20 some acts, but there was a moment I put it on Instagram. I was like 30 seconds away from FaceTiming Scott Stapp from Creed. And like I almost cried. Like I got chills. I got back chills because there's 2 different types of chills. There's arm chills and there's back chills. And I got back chills, and it almost happened, but I had to keep the interview moving on. What happened was they're like, you have to go to an interview with Nate Smith, who's like he's got 3 #1 hits now. And he walks in, and I don't remember how it started, but he's like, do you like Limp Bizkit? And I went, this is going to be the best interview of all time. Like he just went in, and I'm like, all right, start recording. Like I yelled, I'm like, hit record. And then I'm like, yeah, new metal. And then I was like, Creed was great. And he goes, I have Scott Stapp's number. And I should have said, oh my gosh. Prove it. Yeah. Dude, that was your opportunity. It'll never, unless I see the guy again, but I probably will. You'll probably see him again. I feel like you do multiple interviews with artists, right? Yeah, like you end up seeing them. Yeah. It was like very last minute. And then like I posted a video, every single person, like people I don't really know, they're like, why didn't you say, prove it? Right. I should have did it. What were you thinking, Justin? I should have did it. I know. I looked over at his manager. I'm like, we should call them. We should call Scott Stapp right now and be like, dude, this is your biggest fan. Unironically, like Creed. I got to like say that to people now because Creed's cool, but they always were. That's the problem. Even though they're kind of egomaniacs. I've been on there with them. I was so close though. So close. Oh wow. Just be like, hey, guy. Maybe you'll get it next time. Like, what do you say to like someone?
I love you.
I can't do that. That'd have been weird.
You know what you do? If you were able to like FaceTime him, you just show him your Creed on your phone screen.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, I was at Hardy last night and I held it up because I knew he did 2 Creed songs, and I was like, he was like going between songs, and I went, if he doesn't do this, I'm gonna be so pissed. I like held up my Creed sign, and the woman who's like the highest record person at the label saw me hold it up, and I'm like,
Oh
I'm
my
in.
gosh.
This is it. And then I sang every word. He only did like 2 verses of 2
This is
songs.
it.
I'm like, everything was coming together.
You've lived.
I was living. Like, this is legit. I also saw my cousin last night for like the first time in forever. And I was like, she looks exactly the same, but she also has like a 14-year-old now.
Oh, wow.
And I go, I'm old. Like, I'm very old. It blew my mind.
Oh, boy.
But almost
All
FaceTime
right.
Scott Stapp. That was the
We
biggest
did it.
thing. Did
25 minutes. We did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it in the I used to do it because I'm used to seeing the other.
I know. Wait, you can't see the time on this on the
No,
screen?
I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm used to looking the other way. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it. This is our first StreamYard podcast. I think it went fairly well for like not knowing the technology.
You can do 20 hours a month for free. So we're not giving you more than 20 hours a month. Because I refuse to pay for it unless a company's paying for it.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have to pay for this thing, do I?
That's like last night, some girl was like, I'm going for my master's. I was like, she's like, maybe I'll get my PhD. I go, make somebody else pay for that.
Yeah.
Don't pay for your own stuff.
You should get a job, or if you don't already have one,
Yeah.
in the field.
And then get it and then quit. Because they're not going to pay you anymore. You have to.
Yeah.
Once they pay for it, they will not give you more salary.
Let them reimburse your tuition and then bounce.
And then quit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Milk everything. If you're a child listening to this, take advantage of your company. That's exactly what I'm telling you. Because they don't care about you. Okay.
All right. So cool. Now our YouTube channel will actually have something to view. It won't be just like a still shot of our logo with the audio playing behind it. So
you can, office. Look at this fan.
You can check us out on YouTube if you've never done that before. It's just Deanna and Justin in the morning, which I'm now going to have to change to in the moment. But you can find us on YouTube and everywhere else, and DeannaandJustin.com. Yeah, everything should be there. I'm so excited that this went like swimmingly.
I have a microphone somewhere. I got to find it. I used to do like really bad demos on it to send to stations.
It sounded good without it.
Well, these are my beats, but they have like a microphone in them. Sometimes it sounds hollow.
Yeah.
I had like a microphone. I would do like fake news broadcasts. It was so bad.
The only thing about not paying for StreamYard is we'll always have this logo in the corner.
Oh, it's cool. It's a duck.
Yeah.
With headphones. That's actually a pretty good logo. If it was like a crappy logo, I'd be upset, but they're not going to care, right?
No.
Does this change you? No. Never mind.
What did you try to do?
Nothing. I'm still there.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Bye, Manny.
Goodbye.